सबको नमस्कार. वेलकम टू सिया पॉडकास्ट. मैं हूं डॉक्टर महेश, जॉइंट कमिश्नर एंड डायरेक्टर फॉर सिया. You have been watching our podcast. Now we are entering into episode number 23. We are bringing in heroes of animal husbandry sector, be it dairy, be it poultry, be it sheep and goat, be it fodder, be it any arena. Now our sector is contributing almost like 20 lakh crores. So 20 lakh crores is the contribution. In that sense, one of the great sector which we say that it is with the farmers very closeness is our sheep and goat. So in this regard, we are bringing in a great grassroots, I would say, hero, and he is there in this sector for the past almost like 35 years, contributing to the greatness of the small ruminants, which is sheep and goat. With these words, I want to welcome none other than my good friend, my senior, Dr. Gomu Nagaraj. Welcome to the podcast, Dr. Nagaraj.
Oh, Dr. Mahesh, thank you very much. And I've been watching this podcast series since beginning. Actually, this program is highly innovative, highly informative, and also useful to all. I hats up to your dedication, commitment.
Thank you.
Commitment. So, I wish you all the best for your new ventures, and I am very much thankful to you by inviting me to this podcast series. Thank you.
Very nice of you, Doctor. Thank you so much. Now I'll straight away come to the questions. So I would like to understand for the audience sake, as I know you, what your career, where did you start, what is your hometown, and all that you can brief.
Yeah. Sir, actually, basically, I came from a rural area, that is the Dottabiranahalli, Chalakere Taluk, Chittorgarh district.
Oh, you also belong to my district?
Yeah. And I completed my school days in rural areas. And I got my veterinary degree from Veterinary College, Bangalore. And also master's majored in poultry science from same college. I started my career as a technical manager in a private pharmaceutical company. I served for about 8 months. Then I joined the Department of CEAH and VS, Government of Karnataka. I posted to Ramadurga, that comes in Belgaum district. I served there for about 4.5 years. Then I moved on to Tumkur district. From 1993 up to 2014, about 20 years of service. I was in Shira Taluk.
So Shira is your
Shira is,
Karma Bhumi.
Yes, sir. Shira Taluk. I served in a different capacity as a veterinary officer, assistant director. And in the year 2020, I was promoted as a deputy director and posted to Bangalore Rural. There I served for 2.5 years. In between, from 2013 to 2016, I've been deputed to the personal section of and Environment Minister of Government of Karnataka. So there, it was my opportunity to take up so many projects like modern slaughterhouse and district diagnostic laboratories, 136 vehicles for the mobile veterinary clinics in the 4 divisions, multi-specialty veterinary hospitals. So they also came. And one more thing is, it was a milestone in my career. In the year 2011, with the help of my seniors and also some leaders, we started one Samata Vidyalaya at Shira. We trained about 64 women in value addition of sheep wool.
Fantastic. Okay.
As you all know, the wool comes from sheep of Karnataka. It is very coarse. It is actually used only for carpets. So, by using this carpet wool, we have prepared some value-added products. 64 women from shepherd community were trained. We manufactured bags, warranty bags, yoga mat, puja mat, dhara mat, dhara mat. So at that time, our President of India, Abdul Kalam, he visited.
Fantastic.
He
Okay.
visited that place.
Okay.
He appreciated my work.
Super. Super.
And he invited us for the International Handicraft Mela held at Greater Noida.
Very
I
good.
took about 8 women along with me with the products, and we got an order from England and Japan for about 10 lakhs.
Superb. Okay. Yeah.
10 lakhs. So many my friends they used to ask me, how you are entered into this sheep and goat sector. As I told you already, I was working in Belgaum. At that time, Belgaum was having highest sheep population. I was a bachelor. I used to go to villages in a mobile veterinary clinic vehicle. There I used to see so many flocks. So there was so much of deaths. Then with the help of Institute of Animal Health and Veterinary Biological Scientists, and with their help, so I could able to treat those flocks, and I got very good results. They appreciated me. That inspired me,
To go further in that.
yeah, to go further in that.
Super.
Yes, sir.
You retired as a
Yeah, I retired as a deputy director.
in Bangalore.
Bangalore.
So great.
Yeah,
So let us move on.
Yes,
So
sir.
now I would want all the audience to know how is our sheep and goat sector in India
Yes.
in general,
In general.
and then particularly Karnataka.
Karnataka. Sir, actually, sheep and goat is a main livestock sector, sir. I think you are knowing each and every village is having a sheep and goat. This sector provides self-employment, food and economic security to the landless, laborers, small and medium-sized marginal farmers. India has got very good germplasm. So, according to the recent report from the Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources, there are 46 breeds of sheep and 46 and 41 breeds of goats. We got very good meat breeds of sheep and goat. Actually, mainly sheep they are reared only for the mutton purpose. After the arrival of apparel, there is no demand for the wool.
Wool. Okay.
The wool.
It has reduced.
Reduced. According to 20th livestock census, there are 149 million of goats and about 74 million of sheep in India. India. And one interesting thing is, the sheep population is concentrated mostly in southern states.
Oh,
About 71%.
71% belong to southern states.
Yeah, southern states.
Okay.
82% of the goat population, they're in the
North.
other India.
Why is it so?
No, it is actually because of agroclimatic conditions and also some tradition and this thing. So in north, it is very popular. They call it kurbani. They need only goat meat. That's called chuan.
Yeah, sure.
Chuan. In south, they prefer sheep meat. You might be knowing the state of Rajasthan is having highest goat and also similarly sheep. But the non-vegetarians number is very less. Very less. Just because of agroclimatic condition, they rear it and they sell it to other states.
Okay.
Other states. And the highest the number of sheep, what we listed mainly 5 states.
Yeah, you can mention.
Yeah. First the Telangana.
Telangana.
Second is the Andhra. Third one is the Rajasthan. Fourth is the Tamil Nadu. And the fifth is the Karnataka. Whereas in case of goats, first comes is Bihar. Then is West Bengal, UP, Rajasthan, and MP.
Very good.
And MP. So, sheep and goat overall.
It is distributed north morely into
North.
south is.
Yeah.
How about Karnataka position now?
Yeah, Karnataka. Karnataka, according to 20th livestock census, there are about 110 lakhs of sheep about 62 lakhs of goats. There are 6 breeds which are recognized. In that, meat breeds are one kangaroo is there, Hassan is there, Deccani, Bellari, and also Bandur. Bandur meat is world famous because of its the taste and aroma. Aroma. So sheep and goat population is the 5th position in the entire world. And we are the 2nd largest exporter of goat meat, sir.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, goat meat. And the goat milk, it actually contributes 3% of the overall milk production. Milk production in the world, highest goat milk producers, India only.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So you were only thinking cattle milk, we are
No,
number one, but goat milk also
yeah, never.
number one. Good.
I was just going to some records.
Okay.
To the records. There, I came to know that during 1947, there is only 33% non-vegetarians. In the year 2021, it has increased to 77%. So India is shifting towards
Protein requirement.
Non-vegetarian food. According to National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad, a healthy Indian has to consume around 12 kgs of meat per year. But now, per capita availability is only 7.32 kgs. So there's a wide gap.
People can start eating more.
Yeah, start eating more.
To meet the demand of the protein. Good, Dr. Nagaraj. Now I want from an angle of entrepreneur. Why should one choose sheep and goat? What is the main thing on that? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sheep is a good converter of any coarse feed. It requires less space, and the initial cost is also very less. So when it comes to life cycle of this thing is from mating to market, it takes only 12 months.
Okay.
And from birth to market, only 6 months. It is highly prolific.
Prolific. Okay.
Prolific. And as I already mentioned, India is slowly moving to non-vegetarian. So there is a gradual increase in the non-vegetarians. There is a high demand for this meat. And moreover, the rate for the meat is also very attractive. Now it is 750 to 800 rupees per kilo. Nowadays in the urban areas, most of the citizens, they prefer value-added products. Value-added products like some cut pieces, so biryani cut, curry cut, other things, and also ready to cook and also ready to eat. So this trend is going on.
Increasing.
And there is other opportunity to supply this meat and meat products to all the apartments. That is a concept called meat on wheels. We started during COVID time. I was working with the Karnataka Sheep and Wool Development Corporation. We used to supply.
Okay.
We used to supply.
Is it still functional? Meat on wheels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meat on wheels. So there is a lot of scope for this sector. And another thing is, nobody tapped the value of the manure.
But we used to remember free range farming, people used to get the sheep into the agriculture field. Yeah.
That, see, there is opportunity to tap it. That is the value addition of manure. So many farms they are actually doing it as a pot mixture by adding this sheep manure to cater the needs of the urban
gardening.
Garden, that is the kitchen garden and also ornamental plants. And also in Malad area like Shivamogga and other things, they used to pack in cement bags. So they used to sell it. There's a lot of demand for manure also.
Oh, good.
Manure also.
So that means entrepreneurs can take up.
Yes, sir.
This is an easy venture.
It's easy venture.
It's a, what you call, for youth it is very beneficial.
Yes, sir.
They can take up.
Yes, sir.
So now I want to ask you, what are the incentives or schemes available whether in government of India or from the government of Karnataka.
Sir, actually, in my entire career, I have never seen any programs like National Livestock Mission.
That's our program.
National Livestock Mission actually came into existence, as you all know, in the year 2014 and 15, and it is redesigned and remodeled in the year 2021 22, just to empower
youth.
Empower the youth through entrepreneurship development in order to increase the productivity of meat, milk, and wool. So there is a huge subsidy to start sheep and goat, piggery, and rural poultry, and as a fodder sector. When you come to sheep and goat sector, so you can start 100 plus 5, 200 plus 10, 300 plus 15, 400 plus 20, up to 500 plus to 25, either sheep or goat. The total subsidy is available, it varies from 10 to 50 lakhs. That means to say 50% is a capital subsidy. It's a capital subsidy. So anybody can venture it. And one good thing to share with you, last month I been to Pune to attend a program.
Entrepreneurs Conference.
An Entrepreneurs Conference. There I came to know that Karnataka has bagged maximum amount of subsidy. 822 entrepreneurs. So they have taken financial help from the National Livestock Mission.
Very good.
And any citizen of India who possesses land in his name, and the bank is ready to finance him, so they can avail this.
In totally digital.
Digital.
It's all totally digital. They can apply.
Yes.
Very good.
Definitely. And also there is one more program, the PMEGP, Prime Minister Employment Guarantee Program. In that, maximum ceiling limit is 20 lakhs. There they are going to get around 35% of subsidy. These are the two schemes available to take up sheep and goat in a large scale.
Good. So now let me come to very critical of any animal husbandry.
Yes, sir.
People are scared because dairy may be not profitable, poultry is difficult. So how you can see that sheep and goat is profitable. So how can we make sheep and goat
as
a profitable venture?
Sir, actually, when I was working as a deputy director and assistant director, so many farmers they used to come to me. Sir, I started on a sheep breeding farm. I ran it for 3 to 4 months, and then I closed it. I just surveyed it, sir. Surveyed why it has failed.
That is important to identify. Why fails?
Why it failed. So the main thing is they don't consult any expert. They don't visit any successful farmer. They depend upon the YouTube and WhatsApp videos. They put huge money on construction of shed. You may not believe, in one particular place, he has built a sheep shed for about 65 lakhs. 65 lakhs. They never grow any fodder.
How will they maintain?
They don't know how to manage this thing. So, lack of knowledge is the main culprit. That's why actually I advise any farmer or entrepreneur, before starting any farm, you should know where he is going to market his product.
That is very important.
So there are two models in sheep and goat. What is the breeding model, and second is the fattening. If you breed the animals, where are you going to sell it? The lambs. Who is your target? If you take up a fattening unit, when you are going to sell it, to whom you are going to sell it? Because there's a Yugadi is there, Bakrid is there, Uraba.
You have to plan according to that.
You can plan according to that. Before starting any farms, please visit some successful farms. And you had to consult a technical man. You should be self-sufficient in fodder production.
Very critical.
Very critical. If you go on purchasing the fodder, so naturally your income will come down. And other thing is, there is several farmers they used to ask me, shall I go for a sheep breeding or goat breeding? Which breed I have to take? My kind of advice is, you select sheep or goat. Where there is a market for sheep, you can start sheep breeding farm. Where there is a demand for goat, you can go for goat breeding. And also, if you come to breed wise, so there is a lot of demand for the meat in the particular area. So if you come to Tumkur, there is a lot of demand for the Bellari sheep.
Mandya side.
If you go to Hassan, if you go to Mandya, Mysuru, Chamarajanagar, there's a lot of demand for the Bandur meat. So my kind of advice is, select a breed where there is a demand for that particular district.
So how about Andhra and Telangana? What breed they prefer?
So actually, Andhra has got a very good meat breed. That's called Nellore. Actually, one thing I have to mention here.
Yeah, please.
Though there are about 46 breeds of sheep, 74 million sheep, 51% are non-descriptive.
Okay.
45% only recognized breeds. Only 5 to 6% they are crossbred and exotic breeds. Andhra has got very good meat breed called Nellore. Its share is 17% of the total population.
17%, okay,
yes,
very good.
17% population. In Karnataka also we got very good meat breed. One kangaroo is there. In my farm I am rearing it. The adult body weight goes up to 54 kilos.
54 kilos.
Very
good. Okay.
And also
in what age? 54 kilos?
It is around 12 to 14 months.
12 to 14 months.
20 months. So you have to select a breed for which purpose you are going to breed. If you want to go for meat purpose or breeding purpose, I think. And
which one you prefer for breeding?
Sir, actually, in my own experience, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I got Yelaga, Bandur, the Hariswana kangaroo, and also Nellore sheep breeds in my farm, sir. I just taken up one innovative project. I cross a Nariswana. You might be knowing Nariswana. It gives twins and triplets. Nariswana. Yeah. I crossed the Nariswana male with kangaroo female, Nariswana male with the Yelaga female. And the F4 generation, I was astonished. The birth weight of the lamb is 3.2 to 3.8 kilos.
Oh, fantastic. Otherwise, average?
Average is actually average body weight in Indian sheep is, the lamb is going to weigh under 2.5 to 2.8 kilos.
So you got 3.5
kilos. And the varieties of goats, the David Kidling, the birth weight is 2 to 2.6. So I'm expecting twinning in the F2 generation and also good body weight.
Very good. Okay.
Good body weight. So my advice is, if you want to go into breed, you select a meat breed like Yelaga and kangaroo. And for the male, you go for the prolific breeder.
High fecundity.
High fecundity breeder. That is Nariswana.
All India, what is your suggestion? But this is for Karnataka.
Yes, sir.
All India, how the farmers can choose the breed for mating?
Sir,
for breeding.
So actually, for any Karnataka or All India, where there is a market for particular breed, so then they can
the local high fecundity breed.
But my personal experience, you select a good meat breed of female, and for the male, you can go for Nariswana or Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute, Avik Nagar, they came out with another breed that also gives 42% tuning. That Avishan. Avishan. It is actually a crossbreed of Gerol of West Bengal, Malpuri and Patanwadi of Rajasthan. Good body weight, but it gives only 42% is the tuning. Whereas in case of Nariswarna, 65% tuning is there, 15% triplets are there, 20% single animals. So
Distribution.
Yeah, distribution. So normally I used to say,
It must be genetic.
Yes, genetic. Sir, actually, in India, there are 4 breeds which gives multiple lambs. Multiples. 2 are naturally evolved. One is a Gero from West Bengal. The body weight is 12 to 14 to adult body weight. 40% triplets, 30% tuning, 20% single lamb. And another Kandravalla, from Orissa, it gives only 22% tuning. And the developed breeds is one Avishan from Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute. Avik in the year 2016, I think. So they developed it. Malpuri and Patanwadi, they are good meat breeds. They cross with a Gerol. And whereas in case of Nari Suvarna, there is one institute called Nari, Nimkar Agriculture Research Institute. They bought some Gerol to Maharashtra, and they crossed with a local Maharashtra breed, that is the Deccani.
Okay.
Deccani. For about 10 years, actually they worked out it. And they actually distributed to many villages. They got very good results. And again, they backcrossed with Mudgal. Very tall, and it was a very huge body weight, Maharashtra.
So that means you say that a lot of research has gone.
Yes, gone.
For developing into a breeding program.
Yes.
Or a fattening program.
Yeah, fattening.
So to cut short the story, what I would say is, the entrepreneurs can choose in 2 models.
Yeah, 2 models.
One is for breeding.
Another.
Little more investment they have to do.
Yeah, fattening.
Fattening, they can buy the lambs or the kidlings.
Yeah.
They can grow. So let us move on.
Yes, sir.
So can you narrate the life cycle of sheep breeding? That means how it becomes an adult to breedable thing, then the kids.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So usually the female sheep or goat, they're going to attain puberty at the age of 10 months, and the male at the age of 12 to 14 months, sir. Usually the farmers, they keep 20:1. 20 female and 1 male. And the gestation period is only 5 months. They wean the lambs and kids at the age of 2.5 months.
Only 2.5 months.
Yeah, 2.5 months. After that, they are going to flush it. That means to say they give high concentrated feed to the mothers. Again, after 20-30 days, they come for heat. So again, they will cross it.
Okay.
The weaned lambs, they are reared for the fattening purpose. Nowadays, most of the shepherds, they offer concentrated feeds for the lambs. So here, actually, I want to mention one thing, sir. In our especially in Tumkur, Chikbalapura and Bengaluru rural area, the shepherds, they are feeding the poultry feed for the lambs.
Poultry feed, okay.
Poultry feed. It contains more of protein.
Yeah.
23% protein, and also they got coccidiostains. There was a lot of deaths of lambs. Then inquired with a nutritionist. They say that amount of protein is not required for the small ruminants.
Yeah. Very high.
And if the protein level is more, to digest the protein, again, they have to spend the energy. And also these coccidiostains, they are very toxic. So through this program, I want to appeal all the shepherds not to venture. Don't venture there. Don't use that poultry feed. So the lambs, they're reared for about 180 days. Then they go to sell it.
6 months.
6 months. 6 months.
So this is the cycle.
As a cycle.
Okay.
Cycle, sir.
So now let me move on to the real range issue of rearing. Which is the best model? Many people want to see that, stall feeding
Stall.
or range farming.
Range farming. Sir, actually, I have seen all type of these things. One of the free grazing, semi-grazing, and also zero grazing. So, the traditional shepherds, they used to take their sheep about
From one place to another.
7 to 8 kilometers in search of fodder and water.
Daily almost.
Daily. Nowadays, the grazing land has been reduced. And due to constant drought situation, there is no water for drinking. So in the tanks.
Oh, there is another problem.
Another problem. But still they are maintaining, and they'll go for migration about 6 to 8 months. So here, what actually I've seen in my entire service is the incidence of diseases are more, and average daily body weight gain, it is about 85 grams per day.
In free range?
Yeah, free range.
Okay.
Of course, there is a low input. Usually, they go for grazing. They leave for grazing at around 10:30 a.m. and they will come back to around 6:30. No extra feed is given. So, whereas I advise for semi-stall feeding. That means to say, I don't advise them to
full stall feeding.
Full stall feeding. So, while they are housed in the pen, like in the morning and evening hours, they can give extra feed.
Supplement feed.
Yes, a supplement. They can give whatever available, like groundnut hay, horse gram hay, ragi straw, things. And concentrate feeds in the last 60 days of gestation for the pregnant animals and also lactating
mothers,
and also for the weaned lambs. So, what I mean to say is, if you allow them for grazing outside, the cost of production can be reduced. They are exposed to sunlight. It is very much needed for the breeding stock. They will get vitamin D. And also they will get minimal body exercise. And also while grazing the different areas, they will get unidentified growth factors are there. So, to reduce the cost of production, we can allow them for grazing about 3 to 4 hours in a day at least, and we can feed them when they are housed in the shed.
When they come back.
This model is very much suited for the breeding stock.
That is semi-intensive farming.
Semi-intensive. But when there is no land, when there is no option for grazing, so then they go for stall feeding. So this stall feeding, actually, it is advised only for the fattening unit.
Only for not for the breeding unit.
And one has to be cautious, because they are not allowing for grazing. All the required nutrients, vitamins and minerals has to be supplemented for the correct quantity.
Extra.
In a correct quantity, or else definitely there will be deficiency syndrome. Here the cost of production is more, but average daily body weight what I observed is 130 grams per day. In semi-stall feeding, 115 to 120 grams.
Whereas in the free range, 85 grams. That is your
80 grams.
Okay.
And also, my advice is go for a breeding unit. If you want to go for sheep, 200 plus 10 it should be minimum. And if you want to go for goats, they should be 100 plus 5. So, you can have a breeding stock, wean the lambs and kids at the age of 2.5 months, separate them, fatten them, then you can sell it. So that the cost you are going to incur to purchase the lambs will be reduced, and you are going to get the healthy lambs.
So you mean to say that breeding come fattening,
yeah, breeding fat.
both
Yes,
they
sir.
should do it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, let me move on, doctor.
Yes, sir.
What are the feeding practices? Generally, simple thumb rule for
Sir. Actually, the best practice for sheep and goat feeding is 60% cereals and 40% the legumes. Legumes. And for the development and the growth, we have to feed around 3.5 to 4% on a dry matter basis.
Okay.
Dry matter basis. And for maintenance, 2.5% of the body weight. Nowadays, what actually the farmers their practice is, so in stall feeding this thing, they feed silage, green powder, dry powder, and also concentrate feed.
So all four they'll mix.
But here I want to mention for the new entrepreneurs who are going to start sheep farm, there are lot of good variety of multi-cut varieties of fodders are there. Especially for a sheep and goat, the stem should be very thin, sir. Like a CEAH 33 is there, and NutriFed is there, hybrid Bajra is there, and for the protein source, they can go for Edge Lucerne, and also one another Stylo, that is CEAH Brahma.
CEAH.
It gives around 22% protein. It is very drought resistance, and it is going to fix the nitrogen to your plants. You can grow it in intercrop. And another thing is, in my farm, I've been growing 2 varieties of improved variety of Subabul.
Okay.
With the help of KVK Bengaluru, we could produce 5,000 seedlings. Seedlings, and we distribute the farmers. Like the thing is, Nare Nirbija, seedless Subabul. And another thing is Wonder Grace. It gives minimum seeds. Normally, the local Subabul, there is a seed menace. It produces a lot of seeds. And in the winter season, there is one pest called psyllid pest is there. It attacks. So all the leaves will go out, and the yield is very less. But whereas in case of improved variety of Subabul, the leaf size is more, yield is more, psyllid resistant, very less seeds.
Very good, great idea.
Yeah, very less seeds. And actually I am producing seedlings and I am selling it.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, this thing. So my appeal to the new entrepreneurs, grow some multi-cuts, cereals and also legumes.
Very good, doctor. Now I am coming out to some other question, because recently, if you see, all these urban people are migrating into rural villages.
Yes, sir.
And they are just creating farmhouses and farms.
Yes, sir.
So they are asking me a question, can we have a small sheep unit in a banana plantation? Can we have a small sheep unit in a coconut plantation or an areca plantation?
Yes,
so what's your thought on this?
Sir, definitely. I've been advising the farmers to have a small unit of sheep and goat in a horticulture farm. Sir, it requires around 10 square feet per animal. So for 100 animals, 60-40
site is enough.
Site is enough. And so many farmers, they used to ask me, sir, is it compulsory to build an elevated shed? Not at all. Not required at all. It is highly expensive. It is advised only for where there is a higher temperature and where the cold region. There you can build it, or else normally you can.
So your advice is they can have it. Yeah.
Only thing is, see, the floor should be very hard.
Hard floor.
Like a more of soil you can use, rough cement, concrete you can use, bricks you can use. Bricks you can use. But the thing is, you should provide 10 square feet per animal, and the feeding space should be 1 feet.
This is for the night shelter.
Yes.
Day side they can.
Day side. So paddock area, it requires around 20 square feet per animal.
Paddock is 20.
Yeah.
Morning days, can they roam
Yes,
around in the
yes,
farm?
yes, sure.
They can give it a
Yeah, definitely,
night.
definitely.
So now let me come to the real money making issue.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain the entrepreneur the economics of this? How much money?
Yeah.
If I do,
Yeah.
let's say I keep 100 animals or 200 animals, what is that money I'm going to get at the end of the year?
Sir, if you take the breeding unit, at a cost of the adult, it's around 10,000 rupees. And the male, it costs around 12,000 rupees. And working capital, it comes around 3,000 rupees per year. And to create all infrastructures, that also cost 3,000 rupees.
Per animal.
So I calculate
That per animal.
per animal. For every breeder, in case of sheep, you are going to get around 6,000 rupees net profit per year.
Net profit per year.
In case of goats, 8,000 rupees. Because twins and triplets are common in case of goats. So if you come to the lamb fattening unit, you are going to buy the lambs at the age of 3.5 months. Here I advise my farmers to purchase the lambs which are weighing around 12 to 15 kilos at the age of 3.5 months. Because if you purchase the animals, the lambs which are in early age, they don't get the milk. They can't digest the fodder. Definitely the body weight is going to reduce, disease resistance is going to reduce, there will be high mortality will be there. So more than 3.5 months,
12 to 15 kilos body weight.
12 to 15, it costs around 6,500 rupees.
6,500.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be precise, if you purchase green fodder, dry fodder, concentrate feed, labor, everything is there. It comes around 19 rupees 40 paise per lamb per day.
Okay.
Including the labor.
All unit cost per day is 19 rupees 40 rupees.
So it costs around 650 per month. You take it as a 1,000 rupees per month.
1,000 per month. 6 months.
So for 3 months. For 3 months you are training.
Fattening. Okay.
So it comes on 3,000 rupees. 3 plus 6.
9.
9,000 rupees. You are going to sell that animal at the age of 6 months. It attains around 28 to 30 kilos. 30 kilos. It's fetching around 12,000 rupees. So my practical experiences, my farmers, they are getting minimum of 2,500 to 3,000 rupees per lamb per cycle. Per cycle means it is for 3 months.
For 3 months. Okay.
Yeah, 3 months.
The lamb and then sell it up.
So I advise the young villagers, don't go to cities. You make a plan. So if you want to start your farm in the month of March, next March, April and May, you purchase 50, 50, 50.
50. 3 months.
3 months.
Very good model. Yeah.
3 months. Then in the month of June, you can sell the lamb which you purchased in the month of March. 50 plus 50 minus. So at any given time, you are having around 150 lambs. So this is an example. You can make that 25, 50 or 100. So if you sell the lambs of 50 lambs, 50 into 3,000 rupees, it comes around 1.5 lakh. 1.5 lakhs of net income plus the manure, 250 grams of manure every day. See, it is a bonus.
It's a bonus.
1.5 lakhs per month. You're going to earn it. Then why you go to cities?
Cities they should not go. That's why this model.
Yeah.
So all inclusive infrastructure they can earn.
So this is the best model. I advise it and I got success.
Superb.
Yes, sir.
Very good. That's a very nice of you. So that in summary, we can say that entrepreneurship can start with the smallest unit of maybe they can start with 10.
Yeah.
So they can go into 50.
Yeah, definitely.
So that is starting from 50, they may not be ideal for them to invest.
Yeah.
But 10, 20, 30 like that, they can go on.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
So now let me come to your personal thing because I'm not touching in disease and other things. It will take some time.
Yeah.
So what's your personal effort in promoting this sector.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because you are so passionate.
Yeah, passionate.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, since 36 years, I'm into this particular sector. The one thing is, I'm very proud to say that I detailed and I conducted several training programs to the shepherds, especially the feeding pattern, and also the vaccination program. So when I entered to government service in the year 1988, there were huge losses due to contagious diseases. The shepherds don't know what vaccine has to be used continuously. So I arranged for training programs, and I given so many interviews to the TV channels and wrote so many articles in dailies. Yeah, the diaries. And when I was in Karnataka Sheep and Wool Development Corporation, actually, we ventured on this, sir. That's the sheep and goat ambulatory clinic for 16 districts. We opened on lab at Shira, sir. You will not be knowing, sir. Highest samples we are getting in the entire state is the
Shira lab.
IHNDB owned this thing, an animal disease diagnostic laboratory. We started on polyclinic also. And the first time in Karnataka, to supply healthy meat to the consumers and to get good market for the sheep and goat. We ventured one modern abattoir for sheep and goat at a village called Chilanahalli in Shira Taluk.
That was a great achievement.
We took around 20 acres of land. So they have leased to Karnataka Sheep and Wool Development for about 99 years. And RIDF, we took fund from RIDF. And now our PPP model.
RIDF is NABARD.
Yeah. NABARD. They financed around 25.65 crores. And the government of Karnataka has given 1.32 crores. And in PPP model, one private company has came up. And so overall, they spent around 42 crores.
Total.
42 crores. And it is actually came up in 5 acres of land, sir. Because that. One, it is starts in the full prints banner. We require 1,500 sheep or goat per day.
Oh, very nice. 1,500. Okay.
And also, in the year 2017-18, when I was working with the Minister office, we could able to get one skin processing center. 2 crores amount has been released in the year 2018
for skin processing. Okay.
Skin processing. See, nowadays in Karnataka, the hide they are going to sell it for a throwaway price. That is about 10 to 20 rupees. Once this comes, the first skin processing center, so they will they go to pull all the hide and they will give it here after processing. So they're going to sell it.
Yeah, great initiative.
Yeah, this is sir. So these are all major.
Very nice. Almost we are coming to the end part of it. Let me now come to the dynamics of our shepherds, nomadic farming.
Yeah, nomadic farmers.
So how they are doing? Generally, how much they make money?
Yes.
And what is that model? And it is, I think, it's a cultural heritage.
Yes. Sir, actually, there are several merits and also demerits are there. What they do, sir, actually, shepherds. So in the rainy season and the monsoon season, they will get abundant of water and fodder. So after that is in the month of December. So they start going to places in search of foddered water. So there are several routes are there, sir. What I studied, they go from Tumkur and other things. They go up to Shumaga. Only one route is there, and Valanasupura, Coorg up to there, and another they go up to Nanjanagudu.
All across Karnataka.
All across Karnataka. So what I observed is there they are going to feed the crop residues. After harvesting, they'll get to very good for fodder. But nowadays, what is happening is the grazing land is becoming very less. One thing, and so mortality due to contagious disease, because they're not getting any veterinary aid when they go out like this. Mortality for lambs also more. Nowadays they are not getting any laborers because
it also requires laborers
see,
too.
the youngsters of the traditional shepherd community, they were slowly moving away. They're going to school and they're getting education. There is unavailable the laborers to take the sheep for the migration. And one good thing is, in areas like Piriyapatna, KR Nagar, Bandur, those are the irrigated bed, like in Shumaga, they'll get abundant quantity of fodder. The cost of production so is very low. They'll get a big margin.
Generally, how much they make money? Any assessment?
Sir, actually, I was astonished to note they sell the lamb aged around 2.5 months, 7,000 to 7,500 rupees.
How is it?
See, the amount of milk in the use,
It's more.
is more. And nowadays they start feeding the concentrate from 20 days after their birth.
At the night shelter bed.
Yes, sir. They're selling at the rate of 7,500, 8,000 rupees per lamb.
What is their investment? Must be around 2,000-3,000?
Yeah, that's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the general flock they maintain? A nomadic shepherd?
Yeah, nomadic shepherd, so minimum is 100, maximum is up to 2,000, 2,500.
That is maximum.
Yes, that's maximum.
So this practice is across India? This nomadic
yes, sir.
across India?
Yes, sir, is there.
There's nothing like particular Karnataka or Andhra, Telangana.
No.
Even I think we have seen in movies in
Sure.
Rajasthan also.
Yes, sir.
They go for herding, right?
Yes, sir.
So now let me come to the very specific question. Because generally whenever we want in our house, debate starts. Mutton biryani or goat biryani. So what is your take on the quality of the meat? What is the difference between a goat biryani or a goat meat or a mutton?
Sir, in my opinion, both mutton and chicken, they're highly nutritious and they contain more protein. The protein percentage, it varies from 23 to 24%. Whereas in case of chicken, the fat percentage is 2.7%. Lamb, it is 8.1%. So, and the iron content is more in goat meat.
Okay.
Goat meat. Both are nutritious. I'm going to say is there is a intermuscular fat is there. So
in sheep.
In both. Intramuscular fat is there. That is we call it as a marbling. Marbling. So it gives very rich taste. Very rich.
That's why it's preferred for more in biryani.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. So other than that, any negative
nothing like
feeling?
That.
People will feel.
So there are some traditional and religious. So in some areas they don't eat goat. They call it as their mother.
Oh, that's one traditional.
Yeah, mother. In some areas they prefer only particular color, that black color goat meat, and particular white color meat. As such, there is no much difference.
So, very, very nice of you, Doctor. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
You took a recent award also
yes, sir.
with our Honorable Ministers in Entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
So, final message to the young youth
yes, sir.
who are watching, why one should take up sheep and goat farming and how they can be beneficial.
Yes,
you can give a message.
So, in the morning, actually, I just noted some important points, sir.
Good.
Important points.
Yeah.
It is a message to the audience, message to the new entrepreneurs and also policymakers.
Please.
And policymakers. The thing is, what I actually mentioned is 51% of the sheep population is of non-descriptive. So, see, the production is very low. Production low. Actually, in the morning, I used to think of one particular this thing. So, how this Korean is transferred Amul, draft animal to milk breed, like BV Rao, backyard poultry into industrial broilers and layers. Someone should come into this sheep and goat sector.
You can take up that.
Sector, because
Yeah.
we have to increase the productivity of the existing
Breed.
this thing. The thing is, there is no breeding policy.
Uh-huh.
There is no breeding policy. Irrational breeding is taking place. Before starting any farm, you should identify a particular breed which yields more meat. Birth weight, age at 3 months, age at puberty. That, so we have to select one thing. And second thing is, effort should be made not to leave this profession, because most of the traditional farmers, they're reducing their flock. Especially the younger generation, they're going away from this profession. We have to put some efforts, so they have to continue it. Encourage more entrepreneurs, and also, as already told you, before starting any farms, please visit some of the successful farms. Take a consultant, and you should be firm about your marketing network. Good. Spend minimum amount on the construction of the shed. You be self-sufficient in the fodder production area, and you should keep all the records. They're actually, most of the enterprises, they're taking it, and we should select a sheep or goat that is very much demand in the particular locality or the region.
That area.
Several people, they say, go for Dorper, go for Rambule. It is also mutton, this is also mutton. Why you are going to spend 4 to 5 lakhs per animal? There is no demand at all. It's a fancy.
Yeah.
It's a fancy. Where the demand for a particular breed, sheep or goat, which breed you can.
It's a local breed.
Local breed. Of course, goat farming is profitable when compared to sheep, because it gives pins and triplets. And there are very good recognized meat breeds in Karnataka, and we are getting very good veterinary aid also. And our IH and UB is producing very effective vaccines for almost all contagious diseases, and government of India is pumping so much of amount
support for national
this thing. And also there is opportunity for the meat and meat products. Online marketing is there, so you can start your own meat on.
A lot of startups have come
up. Meat on wheels, value addition of the meat products, value addition to the manure. So I mean to say, one word: sky is the limit.
If you enter into that.
If you enter into the sheep and goat sector. And my submission to the concerned authorities, like VC. Universities, I never seen any good maintained sheep or goat farms. Appeal them to start on sheep and goat farms in all campuses.
At least demo campuses.
All campus. More of curriculum on the small ruminant sectors should be added in the UG courses. Hands-on training programs has to be taken up, and government farms has to be strengthened. So there are several sheep and goat breeding farms owned by Karnataka Sheep and Wool Development Corporation. Lot of demands for the lambs and kids. So they can produce umpteen number of good quality lambs and kids, and they can supply to the needy farmers. Last about 3 months back, I attended one Mevu Mela,
For
Hodo Mela. There I gave one talk regarding the drought resistance, highly proteinous product for sheep and goat. Daily I'm getting 3 to 4 calls from the farmers. So there is a lot of demand for the good variety of fodder seeds. There are several government-owned farms are there. Government can take a step, some schemes to produce more and more good variety of fodder seeds, and they can supply it, sir. And also there are about 621 sheep and wool producers cooperative societies in
societies,
Karnataka.
okay.
621.
621.
Yeah, 621. And 45 sheep and goat farmers producers organizations in Karnataka.
FPOs.
Karnataka. They are not
active.
So I appeal the concerned authorities, they have to strengthen it so that forward and backward market linkage can be established, and the shepherds they can get more amount of money. So this is the thing, sir. And so and our marketing facilities at APMCs.
Mm-hmm.
So we started 72 modern sheep and goat markets during in the year 2017 and 18 in the 72 APMCs. They are not
functioning.
Fully functional. So they have to take a step, and they strengthen it, and they have to fix the rate based upon the live body weight.
Good, doctor. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So finally, I just want to understand. Suddenly, I thought, how is this traditional sante we used to call Sandays? Are they functioning? I remember Chelur.
Yes,
I remember Shira, where thousands of sheep come. Which is your biggest?
Akirampura, Kotikara Taluk.
Akirampura. What is the size of the market in a sandy?
Sir, you get around 45 to 50,000 animals
per one day in a week.
Per day.
Next.
Per day. And Amingada, that's in Bagalkote. There is a huge market is there. Still the vendors.
They buy on that, holding a back of the animal and then fix the price. No body weight, I think,
No body weight.
Okay.
No weight. So there is a menace of middlemen. That has to be avoided, sir.
How about consumption of Bangalore? Any idea how many animals is required on a weekend?
Sir, Bangalore? Actually, I forgot to mention. There's a lot of demand for meat in Karnataka. Now they are getting the animals from Rajasthan, Telangana, Andhra.
We are facing a shortage.
And UP. There, the rate for the live sheep is very less when compared to Karnataka. Because, they usually prefer goat meat only.
Okay, sheep is not a requirement.
Requirement. A lot of demand is there. As I told you, sky is the limit in this sector. They can venture it. So they can start the breeding unit simultaneously in
breeding and fattening. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. Very nice of you.
Thank you.
So I think, audience, you could listen a great story behind a successful man and a great passionate entrepreneur on sheep and goat. As we generally feel that, in India, we talk about the dairy sector, which is almost like 12 to 15 lakh crore. Poultry is like 2.5 lakh crore. Small ruminants takes a little side, but we want to bring it to the forerunner, where entrepreneurs like software people, they are going into what you call gardening. So our plantation, they can take up this as also a great venture. Government of India has given a lot of effort in this. So I think with this we will meet again in the next episode. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you.
Nagaraj,
Thank
for
you.
the
Thank you. Thank you.
great effort. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
Namaste.
Thank you. I would like to answer a few frequently asked questions from the new entrepreneurs and farmers. Why sheep and goat farming? Sheep and goat are the poverty alleviators. They need less space and low investment. That doesn't require very skilled laborers. Sheep and goats are adaptable to any climate and circumstances. I mean to say, they are the future livestock in the climate change scenario. Sheep and goat meat is rich in all nutrients. It is very tasty, juicy, and is widely accepted meat in India. Moreover, there is no religious restrictions on consumption of sheep and goat meat, unlike beef and pork. There is increased demand for meat and also sheep and goat manure. There is huge demand for goat milk and value-added meat products like ready to cook and ready to eat products. Nowadays, Government of India is offering a very huge amount of subsidies to take up sheep and goat farming in a large scale under National Livestock Mission EDEG program and also PMEG programs. So one can definitely venture in this sheep and goat sector. The second important question I'm getting is, which breed or shall we go for sheep or goat farming? In my opinion, we have to select the species like a goat or sheep and also breeds. So according to the climate and also the local demand in the market. So in particular, so in my personal opinion, we have to select the females of good meat breeds, and we can crossbreed with a male from a prolific breeds like in case of sheep, Nari Suvarna and Avishan, which gives multiple births. So for example, in Karnataka, I prefer Kenguri or Yelga female and Nari Suvarna male, so that you can get multiple lambs with good body weight. Among goats, in India we got very good meat breeds and also dual purpose breeds like Shirohi, Usmanabadi, Jakarna, Marwari, Beetle, Jamna Peri. So in Karnataka, we got a very good meat breed of goat that is called Nandi Durga. Shall we go for breeding unit or a fattening unit? In my personal opinion, I feel that it is better to establish breeding unit so that after weaning the lambs, you can get very good and healthy lambs for fattening unit. And it reduces the investment and purchase of lambs. And nowadays, ram lamb fattening is becoming very much popular in Karnataka because we can get desired and maximum body weight gain in a shorter period, and we can generate continuous income. It requires less infrastructures. And for the beginners and as new entrepreneurs, I would like to suggest one new model to generate continuous income in a shorter period. That is, you better plan for the whole year. You can go on purchasing 3.5 months old lambs, which are weighing around 12 to 15 kilos body weight every month, and rear them for about 3 months and then sell them, so that you are going to get the
income every month. So this is the better model. I advise several farmers and they are following it. They are getting a minimum of 2,500 to 3,000 rupees per lamp per cycle. What is the minimum requirements to start a sheep or goat farm? For example, to establish 100 female and 5 male sheep or goat unit, the minimum land required is 1 acre 20 guttas. And the shed should be around 60 to 30 feet. That means 1,800 square feet. It includes a shed for the parent stock and also for the young ones. The amount required is to start a breeder unit of size 100 plus 5, 12 to 14 lakhs per year. This includes all the basic infrastructures like shed construction, cost of purchase of parent stock and also working expenditure. And the minimum profit you can get from a 100 sheep, 100 plus 5 sheep breeder unit is 4 to 6 lakhs. In case of goats, since they are giving twins and triplets, so we can get more profit. That means say around 6 to 8 lakhs from a goat breeder unit. When you come to the ram lamb fattening unit, for example, if you are raising 100 ram lambs for a period of 3 months, the shed should be around 50 into 20 feet. That means 1,000 square feet at the rate of 10 square feet per animal. And the amount required to start in 100 ram lamb fattening unit is for the infrastructures you need around 2 lakhs and for the working capital around 2 lakhs. So the net income per cycle, that means to say for 3 months, is around 11 lakhs. And the net profit will be around 3 lakhs. If you are having your own breeding unit, you will get the lambs from your same breeding unit. So another 6 lakhs can be saved, which you are going to incur to purchase the ram lamb from outside. So you'll get more profit. That's why I insist the new beginners to have your own breeding unit and also lamb fattening unit. And one more important questions I am getting is, what type of shed I have to construct? So my personal advice is, you spend minimum amount on the shed construction. For example, to rear 100 and plus 5 breeding unit, you need around 60 into 30 feet is, that is 1,800 square feet is enough. And you can construct a side wall of 2.5 feet height from the ground level. And above that, you can put the chain link mesh. And you can have rough cement, concrete or a brick flooring. And for the roof, you can use cement sheets. That's more than enough. And someone asked me about the elevated shed or the raised platform. Is it mandatory? Is it mandatory to have a raised platform? No, it's not mandatory. But still it has got some advantages, like it can have good light and air circulation. It is very hygienic and animals are healthy. They'll undergo less stress. And there is a minimum chance of getting contagious diseases and also parasitic load. And it requires less labors, and the management is very easy. But it is very costlier. If at all, if you want to go for rise platform or elevated shade, you can use PVC slotted floor mats instead of wooden planks. System of rearing sheep and goats, which is better, open grazing, semi-intensive, or zero grazing? In my practical experiences, semi-intensive grazing method is the best suited for breeding unit, whereas for a ram lamb fattening unit, it is better to have stall feeding. Important fodder crops to be grown. We have to feed both the non-legumes and the legumes at a 60-40 ratio. So the important non-legume cross one can uh, grow is mainly the multi-cut varieties of fodders, especially COFS 33, Nutrifed, hybrid Bajra, hybrid Jawar. So these are the main crops. And when you come to the legume crops, so best one is the Ed Lucerne, Styloge and the Ciabrana. At the same time, there are many important fodder trees that can be grown to feed our sheep and goats. Or one is Susbenia, improved varieties of subabul like Wonder Grace, Nari Nirbija, which have around 22% of protein. Both these Nari Nirbija and Wonder Grace, they're very tasty, and the sheep and goat loves to eat it. And you can also grow mulberry trees all along the border of your land. Important tips regarding the health care of sheep and goats. Mainly, you have to adapt good management practices. You have a regular touch with the veterinarian. Follow the vaccination according to their suggestions. There should be regular examination of fecal sample of sheep and goat, and according to the lab report, you have to take up the deworming. Last and most important is you have to follow the proper biosecurity measures. So these are all the important points what I want to share with you all. After my superannuation, now I am engaged in consultancy services to the needy farmers, new entrepreneurs who wants to take up animal husbandry activities and sheep and goat in particular in a large scale. And also I am guiding sheep and wool producers cooperative societies, sheep and goat farmers producers organizations to develop forward and backward market linkages. Thank you all. And if someone needs my services, so they can contact me on my mobile phone. Number is 98805 82473. Thank you.